Do you think it'll go any better with the seed this time?
With Gnome's blessing, I think the soil will have enough power. It'll work, now that we have him on our side.
I am prepared to climb if this fails.
You do reap what you sow, as they say. You heard the Queen. Be prepared for any outcome.
Please work. We gotta get to Elucia.
You're back. I can feel a change in the energy of the soil. We should attempt the watering ceremony one more time.
Spirits of Earth, we beseech you. Bring life forth from this barren soil. Guide the alms over the cliffs and to Elucia beyond.
Did you see? Get a load of that!
Hey!
Val?
Hina, I'll take care of your core stone. I swear.
Not many people venture this far.
There may not be many methods of restocking our packs. Confirm your stores before we climb.
Aw, but I want to go up now.
Me too. But Palamina's right. Let's check our provisions first. Taking this?
Alms, Soul Guard. Milos Woods lies just beyond the cliffs. It is a vast and treacherous jungle. Once the Alm joins your party, you will be that much closer to the Mana Tree. Safe travels on the road to Elucia.
This feels wonderful.
A tiring trek it has been, but we have come far.
It's all thanks to the spirits. Ever since Guju, I've been thinking about how we take their powers for granted in our everyday lives.
True. But with the Alm's sacrifice, we can ensure that mana flows to the spirits of earth, fire, wind, water, the moon, and all the rest.
Wow! Get a look at those trees!
Verdius should be in view once we reach beyond this road. The Alm may have already been appointed.
We'll have to see if we come across Orin or the Alm of Wood first, I suppose.
Brace yourselves, everybody.
Whoa! What kind of trees are these? I've never seen anything like them.
The plant life on top of the cliffs doesn't seem to suffer from the same issues as the ones below.
I suppose all of Elucia Isle is isolated from the lands.
We're hot on.
Leave it.
Are the plants this weird because we're near the mana tree?
That? Or it's because there aren't any people to keep the woods in check.
Don't get lost, okay? I don't know if I'd be able to find anyone in here. Let me see. Nice!
Huh. What happened to that big flower?
Might it feed on the mana power of monsters, perhaps?
A balanced ecosystem between monster and plant. These woods are very interesting.
Yes!
May this momentum motivate us!
Father told me once that there's an herb that only grows in these woods. It's a highly sought-after steamed bun seasoning.
Oh, the flower's gone.
I suppose it really was feeding off the nearby monsters.
There might be more. Let's look around.
Taking this? Yes!
That was some jackdaw. It just kept growing and growing.
Did you really need to jump on my back, though?
Let's see. I wanted a better view when you happened to be next to me, so...
I've been demoted to look for.
The enemies and their corresponding flora have been conquered.
Which came first, the flower or the monster?
Did Orin already make it this far? It's weird that we passed each other.
One road to Elusia Isle. It does not sound possible, let alone plausible.
Look! A cactus! Huh. Taking this?
One rival remains.
The large flowers along our way are all gone, it seems.
That means we can keep moving forward. Let's get going. Taking this? Grizzly! Let me see. A rare item! Let's plan our next move. exciting! A rare item!
Is this a...
Huh?
Did you hear that?
Sounds like music. Does Orin play the guitar?
Calm down. It's probably just one of the citizens of Verdius.
I believe that riveting refrain is coming from over there. Shall we investigate?
There's gotta be someone around playing that song, right? Taking this? Yes! This is kinda exciting. A rare item! Yes!
It's coming from here.
We are all here in order to persevere. A part of this interwoven life that keeps the world from strife. Not moving on, no matter what, oh yeah. So long as all of us are alive, we can grow and sing and thrive. Looks like jam number 1460 is another keeper. Not bad, not bad. Gosh, the fairy is taking her sweet time this year. Those were some weird lyrics. Well, I didn't really ask for your input. Get out of town! You wouldn't happen to be the convoy of alms now, would you? I'm Jule, custodian of the burrow, a sproutling, obviously. Oh, you came all this way, but I'm sorry to say there's no alm of wood just yet.
I guess that means we're stuck here for now.
Wait a second. 1, 2, 3. Is it just me, or are we missing people?
Due to some complications on our journey, the Alms of Light and Darkness will join us later. I am Palomina, Alm of Water.
Oh, I'm the Soul Guard, Val.
Morley, Alm of the Moon.
They call me Karina, Alm of Wind, and this pretty lady is Ramco. Golly, a sacred beast cub. Still growing, I see. Were you raised outside of the Lucia? Hang on. Do you know Ramco? Nope. We only just got acquainted, but I know plenty about these sacred beasts. That's everyone. Oh, what about the Alm of Fire? Did something happen to the Alm from Tiania?
Hina. She lost her core stone. We're looking for the person who stole it from us, and we're actually in a hurry.
Not sure what you mean by core stone, but losing things is never fun.
Sounds like most people haven't heard of core stones.
The only news I can give you is no news. Sorry. There's nobody here but us Sproutlings, and I haven't seen any thieves come through the burrow in, well, ever probably. Plus, there's nothing beyond Verdius but the mana tree, so... Oh yeah, and that boulder at the entrance with the legendary sword stuck in it, but that's it. Huh?
Legendary sword?
Oops, look at the time. I have to go water my friends. Bye.
Wait!
What sword was he talking about? Am I the only one in the dark here?
The goddess of mana was said to have given a legendary sword to her hero champion. But I could have never fathomed that the fairy tale was fact.
Orin and Hina talked about it once. I didn't think it was real either.
Perhaps the kernel of truth behind the myth originated here in Elusia. It is the home of the mana tree.
Our search for Orin might be a bust, but we still need an alm of wood. We should ask that kid from earlier what's up.
True. Let's find him.
He has to water his... what? Better look for him, I guess. Taking this?
I'm sort of in the middle of my daily duties.
Do all custodians water the...
Of course. Who else?
friends?
Sure. This tree here is a good friend of mine.
Wait, what? This tree is a sproutling?
Oh, I guess you... The alluring fragrance beckons only the most vibrant of sproutlings can blossom, making them the...
But when are the buds meant to bloom?
Usually the trees are, but not this year. Whoa, hold on. No need to jump straight to utter destruction. Nope. I think this is it for us. No flowers, no fairy, no future. Anyway, I'm sure you've all got stuff to do. Some bandit you're tailing or whatever. He's really gonna give up on his homeland? Just like that?
Jule seems really knowledgeable about the pilgrimage. There's a lot more I want to ask him. Grizzly! Let's rest up. Got some syrup.
Was
There's a lot we don't...
a chow all of course you can't. What a silly but you've got it.
Karina's telling the...
But perhaps egotistical. That's rich coming from a stubborn weed like him.
He's not wrong to stick to his principles. He just need... Is following the will of the world? Not that the workings of the Hand of Fate aren't important, but Karina's got a good point too. I don't want Jule to give up hope. Grizzly!
You're a pushy bunch, you know that? What is it this time? You're the one who ran off. We weren't done with our conversation. Actually, I didn't have anything else to say to you folks. I've said my piece. No need to get worked up about it. I'll tell you what. If an alm of wood is chosen, you'll be the first to know. So go ahead. It's core stone, not corkstone. And that's our friend's soul you're talking about, bub. Hina, the alm of fire, had her core stone stolen by Orin. If we don't get that piece of her back, then Tiania is in danger. Partea still how can you think of your... Look, pal, I'm not going to... You think I'm not worried about the fate of my home? There should be blooms by now. It's... without flowers. No, maybe... Jule,
Here's a thought, Jule. We could all search for the reason the flowers aren't blooming.
Huh? But don't you need to find that Aaron guy who's...
You said so yourself. No one has come through the...
Look!
The landscape in Verdius hasn't changed in millennia. They would have had problems long before now if it was the sun.
Maybe Gnome's powers are too weak to reach here?
It is true that Elusia is a tad far from other terrain. The solution may be...
Where'd Jule get off to? Well, while we wait for him, we can try to figure out the cause of all this. The whole area...
Val, this
There's...
Great idea.
Sorry.
dryad.
At time... Huh? It can't be.
Hello again, we reached...
How did you get here?
Don't you know there's a big old stalk that reaches all the way up here? My sisters and I didn't want... We figured now is the... Besides, the... Sounds like you...
Wait a minute. Did you say Gaian explorers?
Oh, there was a dashing young adventurer of that description over by the tree. We saw him ahead of us. We did lose track of him, though. Had to focus on keeping our footing and all.
Did you see...
Ah! What was that? A terrifying cry. That...
It came from the direct.
Could be Jule.
Oh, and he grabbed the...
That cry was coming from Milos. We have to check it out.
Be sure to talk to my merchant sisters if you need to stock up on anything.
Preparedness... is key. Who knows what perils lie in the path ahead?
Tulay! What are you doing over there? What am I doing? What are you doing?
We can handle this. Stand back.
We call this critter grapple vine. It was too strong for me to uproot it when it decided to nest near the burrow. Be careful!
It's coming.
We need to weed out enemies like this one.
Quit causing trouble, you troublemaker!
Salamando! Filthy! Fireball!
This event calls for the elemental vessel. You... Oh... Look... Oh! I mean, don't get... And you all seem so That... Oh, yes, hello. Jeepers! Oh, but that... As Jule guessed, Grapplevine was the one but...
Well, the monster is gone.
We can expect the blooms and... Gee, he's got some spring in his step now. Could I ask you, Obes, and you, Sir Solgard, to...
Sure.
Jule's in a better mood. I guess he gets grouchy when he's worried.
Lucky for us. For now, let's head to the appointment ceremony of the Alm of Wood.
Dryad. Yep. How unexpected! No flowers on the sleeping tree. Ow! Blossoming by the grace of the... Ah, this scent is divine! My hibernating friends didn't bloom.
I didn't notice anything, but I guess Jule could hear the voices of his friends. Better stick with him and check this out.
Jule, you kept us company. We have that. Grapplovine is defeated, but it will take. But what will you? But Wowee, the elemental. Oh, we forgot.
Take a little, but me.
Marley's everyone. And I look forward to her journey.
Happy.
I.
The mana tree is...
Okay. Okay.
Grizzly! Yes!
Dryad. Oh, good. Heave, heave, and a whoosh.
What?
The merchants.
If you're...
What?
Don't.
Milo?
The what?
What? It.
Every place we visit is unique. Under the cliffs was not nearly as unsullied as this climate.
We are pretty close to the mana tree. Plus, barely anyone but the Conway of Elms ever passes through here.
Not people, but it looks like...
Are you fond of music, Jule?
Sure am. I've composed 1,460 original songs to date.
1,460 songs? How bored were you?
Take it away! Got some syrup. Grizzly! Got some syrup.
Not to be nosy, but have you noticed that Val spaces out a lot?
Oh, that's probably when he's thinking about him.
Huh. Being human comes with a lot of strange hang-ups if you ask me.
Taking this. Resolute! Take it away!
Jule, don't your feet hurt from walking on this terrain without shoes?
Hurt? Why would they hurt? These feet were made for walking. What about you? Don't your feet get tired of being crammed in those things all day?
I never thought about it like that.
Got some syrup. Activate! Thanks for the pick-me-up.
Whoa! We're in the middle of a forest, but it looks like the night sky.
Oh, that's right. Not a lot of plants glow down on the surface.
They might be pretty, but try not to fall into the poison marshes below.
Noted. Then we shall stick to the tree trunks and make ample use of the spirit's power.
Looks like I'm in luck, huh? Let me see. Is this? syrup! Come forth! Take it away! Got some syrup.
Come to think of it, there hasn't been an Alm of the Moon for a while now.
Yes. I'm the first in many years, thanks to Val and the others.
I'm not that up to date on current affairs down below, but I'm sure that was easy.
Time to shine! Thanks for the pick-me-up. Got some syrup.
One rival remains.
Thanks, everyone. Let's plan our next move. Got some syrup. Please work.
Oh, wow. This place is beautiful.
The way the sun shines upon the verdure looks just like a scene from a fanciful fairy tale.
I assume every convoy before us has also marveled at this view.
The entrance to the sanctuary is up ahead. Nearly there, folks.
Where could Orin be? Let's keep moving. Let me see. A rare item.
We're here! Finally! Bah, the tree.
Orin,
This
You said something about a sword being kept here, right?
I sure did. Wanna see? It's stuck in a huge rock. You can't miss it.
Taking this. Yes!
finally. We've arrived in the domain of the mana.
Is that?
Yup, that's the one and only mana sword. Oh, and a visitor.
Orin?
Val, I'm sorry. This was the only way I could get my hands on the mana sword.
That's why you're here? The sword?
That's right. Do you even know the miracles I can perform with this power? I can save Liza, cure her of her cursed petrification. And that's not even the half of it. She's still the Alm of Earth. Until I can release her, she'll never be free. That's why I need the sword. I have to change the world for the better. Get rid of the Alm's sacrifice altogether, so that our loved ones don't have to die to preserve the future for the rest of us.
You're saying you sacrificed Hina's life in order to save Liza? We trusted you, Orin. Both of us did. And you betrayed us!
As the Soul Guard, you're charged with ensuring the Alms meet their ends by completing the pilgrimage. You were prepared to lose Hina then? I just made her sacrifice come a little earlier than expected. For the sake of the world. You can hate me. I won't blame you. But with my plan, we'll never have to sacrifice another person ever again. Alms will no longer have a reason to exist. We'll be freed from this horrible tradition of loss and regret.
Sorry, but I think Orin might be right about this. Hina and other alms before her were denied the life they wanted to live. His words are tempting.
Val, you can't...
Even so... Even so... The alms have never been just a means to an end. Not to me. Their sacrifice has to mean more than that. This world exists because the alms carry with them the hopes and dreams of all those who came before and those who will come after them. I know in my heart that this world is sick. But Hina was never meant to be used as a pawn by anyone.
Of course she wasn't. None of us want her life to be lost in vain.
There has to be a way to obtain the mana sword without Hina's core stone.
Regardless, this should not...
My Sproutling.
Thanks, everyone. Hina is...
You, without a core stone, in the past, mortals, spirits, but years ago, the 5 realms were condensed into one. That with them, they say, if that even
Orin! What are you doing with Hina's core stone? No, Hina!
You're the voice I heard from the megalith, aren't you?
Stop it! Hina!
Earth shall be first.
Earth?
Give me that sword! I earned it!
Orin! Return Hina's core stone now!
You are not even worth the stretch of my sword arm.
It can't be. Delophos? After all this time?
My. Correct, Sproutling. Your reward is the ruination that awaits you all.
You can't have Hina's core stone!
He's far too powerful!
There's no way we can win this.
All our advances will be futile if our adventure ends here.
I'm all for retreating personally. Trent, you're helping us?
This land will not be desecrated by the powers of evil on my watch.
Never thought I'd see the Overseer of the Sanctuary intervene like this.
Now is the time to withdraw arms.
No! I can't just run away! I have to save Hina! I have to get her core stone!
Listen, this isn't a fight we can win right now. We have to pull back.
Curse it all. Now Hina's core stone is...
How did a man like that get trapped outside the sanctuary?
For Wheeler Woe, he knows not our whereabouts.
Trent's probably keeping him plenty busy.
First things first, who is Trent? For that matter, who is De La Who's It?
Golly. Trent is one of the goddess's emissaries. He watches over the entrance to the sick. His job is to protect the god. We're lucky we caught him. Long ago he tried. When Delphos was defeated the first time, his powers splintered, scattering all across the...
Give...
My age?
You?
I'm only 17. Should I be, I don't know, more respectful? Sir?
More importantly, we gotta do something about Delphos. And soon. The places where his divided power is being kept are the exact same ones where the Benevodons are locked away.
Benevodons?
Yup. Delphos will have to release the seals to take back his power, which, lucky us, means the monsters can break loose.
There must be some mistake. I have read the old texts, and the Benevodons were felled by the legendary sword of the ancient hero Delphos. The goddess bequeathed her blade to her champion to aid him in his adventure. It is an epic tale passed down through the generations in prose and performance alike.
Golly, they made plays? Mortals sure do like to talk about things they don't understand.
Then, do you think the story's gotten warped over the years?
Well, it is true that Delphos was sent to destroy the Benevodons.
So wait, what's the problem?
If both Palomina and Jule's accounts are to be believed, then Delphos must be planning to revive his once defeated foes, using those great monsters to visit his wrath upon the Mana Goddess.
If he's as stubborn as I remember, that's exactly what Delphos wants. Resurrecting the Benevodons will throw the whole world out of whack. Even completing our pilgrimage wouldn't be enough to balance things out.
Getting Hina's core stone from Orin is one thing. How are we supposed to take it from an ancient hero?
Right now, we're the only ones who know that Delphos is back. There's no one else we can turn to.
So you do intend to go after him?
I don't care if he's some legendary champion. He still took Hina's core stone, and I won't let him get away with it.
I'll go with you. It's way too late to turn back now anyway. Plus, I don't think my friends back in the burrow would want me to abandon the rest of the alms to go to the Mana Tree on my own.
It was never my intention to stay behind. The more of us stand against the enemy, the easier the fight will be. You'll need backup.
As a former dignitary, I can...
Delphos got the drop on us last time. Without the element of surprise, we can take him. And Hina's core stone, for that matter.
Now that that's settled, what's next?
Let's not go back to the sanctuary yet. I think that tree guy might be mad at us for the mess we left behind.
Delphos said something about...
Well, yeah. The Benevodons are sealed away near where each alm is chosen for the pilgrimage, of course.
But Liza and Watts are still in the area. We have to get back to Guju. I'm worried for Liza's safety. And Watts too, for that matter. We gotta hurry. But first things first. We gotta make sure we're battle ready. I'm not letting Delphos make off with Hina's core stone again.
Welcome. What will it be? Excellent choice. Thanks a bunch. 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 Excellent. 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 Thanks a bunch. Stop by again.
Welcome. What'll it be? You have a thank you for your purchase. 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 Come again.
Let's rest up.
I cannot comprehend how the Deilephos we dealt with could possibly be the hero of legend. How did it come to this? And why?
Gee whiz, enough with the questions. Why don't you ask him? It's not like I'm his keeper.
At this point, I'm totally lost. I don't know what's going on. I barely know who's who. But now's the time for action, not thought. I'll do whatever needs doing.
We can always count on Karina's go-getter attitude.
Indeed. But we must not allow her to shoulder all the...
Let's ask Vuskov for a ride to Guju.
Time for a handy-dandy fairy flute.
Keep it up, Guskov! And off we go! This feels great!
Whatever happened to the flower on your head, Julie? I think it goes dormant after the alm is appointed. What?
Aw, I really wanted to try and pluck it. Maybe pull on.
That Delafos was not someone to trifle with.
Yeah. This is the first time we've come across someone so powerful.
Remember that you don't have to face him alone. We're with you, Val.
Thanks, Morley. All of your support means a lot.
Onward! There is so much I long to learn. About heroes, benevodons, even the very way of the world. I do find it difficult to admit my academic shortcomings.
It's thanks to your studies that you were able to lead your people from such a young age. Those years weren't wasted. Have more faith in yourself.
Morley.
Look at that! Figured y'all had reached the...
Oh, we fixed that problem ages ago.
Good to hear it. But you picked a heck of a time to be visiting Guju, let me tell you. A big feller with a sword to match showed up with Orin in tow. Things don't look good.
Orin's alive?
For now. But he doesn't stand a chance against Delafos.
He's trying his best by my account. They're up there now by Liza's resting place. If she gets hit by a stray attack, well, let's just say you better get up there as quick as you can. I don't want any harm to come to either of them.
I don't know how strong Orin is, but I doubt he's stronger than Delafos.
And there's Liza's statue to worry about as well.
Orin. Liza. Let's get a move on. rest up.
Mana sword. I need it. I have to save Liza.
You are not worthy to be its master.
Oh no! Liza!
The rabble has returned, I see. The powers sealed within this land have returned to me. I have no more need of this place. Gareth, Avatar of Earth and Power, heed my summons. Destroy all that stands in your way, and live again!
Orin!
Not my best moment. I was too desperate, too selfish. Liza, I'm sorry. I only wanted to save you from all of this, but I failed. I wanted the power of the Mana Sword, so I could change this world. Val, I'm not asking for your forgiveness. Just remember the future we dreamed of. A world without sacrifices.
Orin? Core stones? But both of them. Core stones. Why do I always... Orin. Liza.
Gotta say, humans and the like are more tenacious than I thought. Sproutlings are connected to our fellows in our environment, but Orin, say, if we'd only beats me,
Orin's gone, but I have so many questions. There has to be more to this than we know. What he did was wrong, but I can't fault him for wanting to save someone.
I agree.
For now, let's go break the news to Watts about Liza and Orin. I promise, Orin. I'll remember, and I'll consider the vision you sacrificed yourself for.
Did you find Orin? By the looks on your faces, I'm guessing.
Sorry. We were too late to save him. Or Liza.
Not your fault or responsibility. You tried your best, and I'm grateful for that. All I want to know is where that sword-wielded scum came from in the first place.
His name's Delafos, an ancient hero of legend.
What now?
There's trouble a-brewing. The Benevodon's loose. We better hightail it out of here pronto.
Benevodon? It can't be! Not one of them legendary beasts!
Yep, Gareth the Benevodon of Earth was sealed in these parts for thousands of years. Now that he's free, we're in for a bumpy ride.
We can't let Watts' home be destroyed. This village was special to Liza, and Orin too. We have to fight, everyone. Are you with me?
I mean, sure, if you think we're up to fighting an all-powerful primordial monster.
Right now, there's nobody else who can.
Y'all are willing to fight the Benevodon for us?
We have to try. Do you know where we can find Gareth?
I spotted the Benevodon deep in the Zawak Desert near an abandoned boat from bygone days. It's called the Diluc.
A boat in the sand. Well, it'll give us a foothold in the shifting terrain, at least.
With the seal broken and my powers being what they are, I'm easy pickings for a Benevodon. I know I've asked you for a lot already, but I'm begging you. Please save Goodju one more time.
We will. Let's head straight to the Diluc.
Perfect.
Benevodons might be too much for us, but we have to protect Goodju. Let's go. After what Orin did and what he suffered, I don't know how I feel about him anymore. Sadness? Anger? What I do know is that he didn't deserve to be cut down like that.
It's so frustrating. I want to be mad, but my anger's mixed up in so many other emotions.
Maybe if we'd met earlier, things would have been different.
Let's rest up. And off we go! Easy! Come at me!
Yes! My guess is that's the boat we're looking for. It's ours.
Then that's where we'll find the Benevodon. Get ready for a fight.
We made it to the Diluc.
There is nothing that seems as sinister as a Benevodon here.
Should we board and take a look?
How? Can Ramco give us a lift?
Ramco's still a baby. She can't carry us all.
Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
One way to board. There's nothing here.
Oh no. Something is here, all right? And it's a Benevodon. Gareth is coming! Take cover!
We won, but...
Defeating them won't make them disappear. The Benevodons are part of nature, aspects of the elements.
What's this?
Huh?
Oh my. Do you suppose this light could be the Lumina Lantern? One of the elemental vessels?
How'd it turn up here of all places?
The legends say the goddess bequeathed the vessels unto her champion in order to aid him on his mission to seal the monsters.
That makes it sound like the hero and goddess were on good terms back then, considering her gifts.
Something must have happened that turned him against the mana goddess.
Deilophos used the dialect to seal away the Benevodons originally. His loss is our gain. If he wants to throw away his elemental vessels, then I say we call dibs on him. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Now what do we do?
If he's
The
I almost forgot about the Alms of Light and Darkness. Have they finally been appointed?
Usually they would have made it to the capital by this point in the pilgrimage, but...
Nothing about this journey has been following the norms. It's troubling.
Well, the people at La Grazzo will probably know something. And off we go! Go faster!
Tell us more about the head curator, Palomina.
Aish is a very scholarly specimen. I have met none so knowledgeable on as many subjects as him. As my tutor, he took great care of me when I visited.
La Grazzo has the Dark Archives, which means there are lots of books there, right?
More than I have ever witnessed around the world. They say all knowledge is housed in its halls.
I hope we find more information about all this. And about core stones. See you later!
You did a fine job.
All aboard!
It's so gloomy here. Feels like we're gonna get jumped by a ghost or something.
Could you not, Val?
It is not as grim as all that, I assure you. Brazzo Islet is known for its rolling fog. Not to worry, we will get acclimated to it accordingly.
Is that a menacing shadow I see in the mists?
Julay, please.
Creepy spooks and frightened mooks.
Is that necessary?
The name does this place justice. It sure is dark. Where should we look for Aish? I guess in town is as good a place to start as any. Taking this? Taking this? Got some syrup. Grizzly! Taking this? Yes!
Pamail, welcome back to the archives.
Who are you?
Please, remain calm. I am pleased to see you in good spirits, as always, Master Aish.
Quite. After the appointment of the new Alm of Water, we received word from Niccolo that the party had to set off without the rest of the alms. As you may have surmised, the Alm of Darkness has not yet been named. I believe you all made the correct decision. That is, if I am indeed addressing the Alms and Soul Guard, I am Aish, head curator of these archives. I am honored to make your acquaintances. If it were not for the presence of your companion here, I might have remained in the stacks and missed your arrival completely.
Did you call her Pamail earlier? What is that, a nickname?
Oh, I assumed her fellow alms would be familiar with her alias. Palomina prefers to go by Pamail when visiting Legrazzo incognito.
Oh, you mean when you wear that outfit that fools no one?
Unfortunately, yes.
Nonsense. Your disguise fooled the majority of the scholars who live here. They were indubitably convinced of your humble origins.
You are too kind, but the affirmation is appreciated.
Well, if you two are friends, that makes this quicker. Can you help us find a way to deal with Delafos?
Delafos? I didn't...
Great!
I will take you up on that.
Whoa there, buddy!
Circling back to our previous discussion, I believe your best chance against Delafos would be to set a trap meant to inflict harm and sap his power. Unfortunately, the creation of such things has long since been... You are... the combat... Even here in after... the
But...
We must beat Delafos at his own game, of course.
Did Ace just say he was coming with us? Into a den of monsters?
Can't be.
Aish is certainly interesting, but he does seem to want to help us get to the Tone Spire at least. Yes! This is kind of exciting. Nice! Yes! Yes! Let me see. A rare item! Taking this? Yes! Taking this? Yes! Let me see. Is this? Yes!
We've restocked the stores of ink, but according to my notes, I am afraid that the structural support for the building must be replaced as well.
Already? How time flies. Since we replaced the posts on the same schedule as the alms pilgrimage, without the fairy's arrival to remind us this year, we must have completely forgotten.
That's how you're propping up this place? Given the state of the architecture in Lagrazzo, I shouldn't be surprised. It's a little crooked.
How quick you are to judge. Every minute detail of these halls has been measured thoroughly for structural integrity. As such, even the slightest bit of negligence in the upkeep will cause the complete collapse of the building.
Then what are you doing? Get a replacement now!
The apprentice scribe was meant to acquire a suitable reinforcement, I believe. You should ask him. More importantly, am I in the presence of this year's convoy of alms?
Yes, indeed. Though they are currently lacking an alm of fire, the rest of them represent the alms of wind, the moon, water, and wood.
Fascinating. An alm of the moon has not been designated for at least 16 years. We've sent several scribes to Aetern in the past to document the changes since its destruction.
I think those two got distracted.
What are we supposed to do about the building?
Honestly, I care more about Aisha's promise to show us to the Tome Spire.
You can't just let the building fall. I'll go ask the apprentice for starters.
We will accompany Aish, so as to attempt to extricate him from that animated exchange as soon as possible.
Hooray! We get to babysit the head curator of the Dark Archives.
Okay, if I were an apprentice scribe, where would I be? In the archives, I guess. Let's get a move on. Time for a stretch. Let's get a move on. Time for a stretch. Excuse me, I'm supposed to ask you about a structural support for the courtyard? Can you help?
Support? I don't know if we have any replacements stored away.
Hang on. Aren't you the one in charge of getting new ones?
I wasn't given any official requisition notice from management. Restocking these things takes time. I keep trying to tell them. Though, it is the scheduled maintenance period for the courtyard. The entire building could fall and crush the documents we have on file. There's a record of just such a tragedy in the past. A large number of tomes and the scholars in charge of them went missing after a freak accident. They were caught up in...
Oh no, I can't waste any more time. Forget about the history lesson. What can I do to help now?
Well, if you can find an object of equivalent length, I'm sure that will work. There has to be something here in the archives. Let's see here. The courtyard structure needs a post exactly 68.1 centimeters long. Thank you for taking the trouble to assist us. We hardly ever see such friendly visitors in La Grazia.
Right, so if I were a building support, where would... Hey, what's that thing for?
A new face? Splendid!
A what?
Hudge from... Never sacrifice the now for the sake of the past. What matters is providing for the future. Wouldn't you agree?
When you put it that way... Okay, I'll try. Finally! This should be the perfect size. Now to take it back to Aish. If he's finished with his conversation, that is. Let's rest up.